Hello, everybody. It is week number 7. Here we have some prospects visiting Greg Jones, Stephen Gannon, Keith McCarthy. Some solid-looking recruits that will be watching the game today and taking in the atmosphere at Old Dominion. There are the East Division standings, Marshall on top, but Old Dominion close on their heels. And it's going to set up, if Old Dominion wins against the lowly North Texas team today, it's going to set up a nice game against Marshall going forward later in the season. It's going to be a big one, but first we got to get past North Texas, and this is no easy task as ODU and North Texas went to overtime last season, but the Monarchs did come out on top after a missed field goal by North Texas that would have otherwise kept that game going, I believe. So moving forward, it's Roderick Lancaster, and they also have Nick Schraps, two of their big-time receivers from last year, if you guys remember, still very much a part of this team. They also have Tevin Horton, a solid running back. And he'll pile up some yards today. I formation on 3rd and 1. It's a play action. That's going to be a first down, a big one to the tight end. A big gain there. And the quarterback, Jordan Gills, a senior. His final season here at North Texas. Trying to make something, and there's an incomplete pass. Good job. TJ Armstrong there breaking up the pass. But they apparently don't have any confidence in their kicker. They remember last year their kicker had problems. So, they're going to go for it on 4th and 7 here. They don't get it. It's not great field position for Old Dominion. And Jack Tocho does break that up, intended for Nick Schraps. Gill going for his favorite target. Good defense, though, by Jack Tocho. So, Old Dominion will get the ball. Defense holds nicely. And McCarley's going to run a little triple option here. Pitch to Dixon, and it's well defended. Only 2 yards there. And Dixon struggled the past couple games. He's trying to find himself again. But Shane McCarley has come in and looked pretty nice. Looking, little corner route there, didn't work out. Good defense there. So North Texas does well defensively against Old Dominion's offense, which has gotten a lot better in recent weeks here. This punt, and it deflects off the returner. He can't scoop it up, and Rob Thompson comes in, recovers, and Old Dominion is going to have amazing field position here. Tommy Patrick was actually just kind of trying to get this one to roll out of bounds, put a low trajectory on it, and instead the returner misplays it twice. It bounces off his leg, and then he tries to scoop it up, fails, and Rob Thompson is the one on top of it. Oh, the minion ball. Dixon up for a 4-yard gain. Usually rely on him to get some decent yards. Under center for McCarley, and it's going to be the give to Harvey Taylor. It's going to come up just short of the first down marker. We'll have a chance to get it on 3rd and 1 here. Pistol formation, Dixon behind, Sullivan to the left, and Sullivan's going to get it. Crosses the goal line, and a quick burst by Sullivan. The redshirt freshman gets a taste of the end zone this time. And good distribution on this drive, really, to go back to early in the drive of running back, getting carries. It's about rotating running backs. Dixon will get most of the carries, but it's a system. Gotta get multiple guys carry, and Gill hit after he threw there. Marcus Massey on the one-on-one coverage does well to break it up. So it's 3rd and 4. Bunch wide receivers to the right side for a Gill. He's looking now to pass and just throws this one into the ground. Nothing doing. Monarch defense holds well. They would find Old Dominion 3rd and inches. Under center's Josh Silva comes in for a quarterback sneak just to get that quick gain there. He'll come in every once in a while. 1st and 10 now. Nearing the end of the first quarter, handoff to Dixon. Lots of under center looks for Old Dominion early. We've seen a lot of pistols and shotguns from them this season. That's kind of the offensive philosophy here. And Philip Dickens off the play action fake, 29 yards, and he's going to find himself right around the 16, 17 yard line there. Play action worked to perfection. Dickens was wide open, had plenty of room to run. Great job by Old Dominion offensively so far. Not looking too bad. Draw play to Dixon, and he's going to get about 4 on that play, 3 or 4 yards. Defense has done a good job at holding Dixon for the most part. 3rd and 7 for McCarley. He's going to find Brady Massey in the end zone. Touchdown to the senior. McCarley having a nice start to the game so far, and Massey open. Just hit him on a little streak route there. No fancy pants business, so ODU leads 14-0 here. And North Texas has struggled, but their last 2 games, they have back-to-back overtime losses. They've taken their last 2 games to overtime and lost in both of them. So you consider that North Texas could actually, theoretically, have 3 total wins instead of just 1. But sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. They're trying to get a big road win here at Old Dominion, one of the better teams in the Conference USA currently. They're playing really well lately. 3rd and 3 around midfield for Gill. He's going to try and pick up the first down here. He does with Roderick Lancaster. Big time receiver. They've got some good receivers, but they're going to miss these guys when they depart. Traps and Lancaster Sr. So there's Gill sacked by Chad Robinson. No chance. The offensive lineman totally missed on this play. Robinson splits a couple of linemen. One gets tangled up. The other wasn't quite prepared to block him. So 2nd and 12 after the sack. Going to bring Donald Simmons on a little corner blitz there, but it doesn't work. Rob Thompson has to chase Lance Ross down for that one. 1st and 10. North Texas is driving their chance to try and get one back on the board, and Horton has a big hole to run through. It's going to be 1st and goal. 13 yards for Tevin Horton. 1st and goal under center now. Making a few changes at the line. Both teams are. Gill's going to drop back. Straight drop. He's going to find Lancaster. Touchdown, North Texas. They're on the board. And all of a sudden, it's a 1-score game after that touchdown pass. A nice little drive for the North Texas offense, and it's 14-7. McCarley back out on the field in shotgun formation. Look, it's Connor Martin. 98th career reception. He is approaching 100 career receptions, Connor Martin is. He's been a 4-year starter. Very impressive at the tight end position. Gotten better every year, and Dixon is blown up. The North Texas defense has done a very good job against the run game, which is certainly Old Dominion's strength. But McCarley has had a nice start to the game, and he continues. It's Brady Massey again. 15 more yards for him on the day so far. A nice start to the passing game. But will the running game be able to find any consistency? There's Martin again. 99th reception, but there's a flag down, and it looks like he was ripped down by the face mask. That is indeed the case. The face mask penalty, so that'll tack on 15 more yards to that gain. That's unfortunate for North Texas, because that's just going to make it so much easier for Old Dominion to go right down and score. Carley's been more of a pocket passer today. We've seen him scramble a lot. Roll out, scramble. Today he's sitting in the pocket and firing away. Good protection from the offensive line, and the fact that North Texas is a bit weak defensively all around is helping him find those targets. And it's Dickens, Philip Dickens in the back of the end zone, 9-yard touchdown pass. And a great start, McCarley, 12 of 13 so far. And for Philip Dickens, that's his 5th receiving touchdown on the season. He is having a nice season, leads the team in receptions as well. Brandon Nelson leads the team in receiving yards. Nearing the end of the first half, Gill drops back. Nice time to throw the ball. Offensive line making some adjustments, trying to avoid another sack from Chad Robinson or any other defenders, and they're finding that play out there. A little curl route for Roderick Lancaster, beating the defender. 2nd and 6 now. Time at about 45 seconds. Gill drops back again. Who's wide open? It's Nick Straps. How do you leave Straps that wide open? He's their best receiver. And talking about McCarley's day, but Jordan Gill has 150 yards and 2 touchdowns here in this first half. And it's 21-14. Offense is going a little bit back and forth. Now as we are approaching the end of this first half, Old Dominion going to look to try and at least get maybe a field goal to extend the lead to 2 scores. 2nd and 4, a little past midfield for David Dixon. A nice run for him finally. Only a couple of really good runs for him so far. It's been bottled up for the most part. 2nd and 10, bunch set to the right for Old Dominion. McCarley's going to fire this one for Ellison, and a dangerous pass into coverage. Not so good. 3rd and 10, now 22 seconds remain. McCarley will look out of the shotgun, sits in the pocket, fires again, and he is looking more like a natural pocket passer in this game than anything else. You wouldn't believe he was a more of a dual-threat quarterback in any case. 1st and 10 for McCarley. Great coverage by North Texas. He just whips this one out. Nobody was open on the play. Couldn't find anything. So 3rd and 10. They're actually just going to run a little read option here, but if McCarley can get the first down, they can get a quick timeout, and that will happen. A quick timeout for ODU with 3 seconds left, and that'll set up a field goal opportunity for Tommy Patrick. This is an easy field goal attempt. Right down the middle, and it's 24-10. They extend the lead to 10 points, or 24-14, I should say. The lead is 10 points for Old Dominion at the half. So the ODU offense has been on point in this half. It's against an inferior defense of North Texas. They've really struggled this season. But as you can see, for yet another game, the passing yards are a lot more than the rushing yards for Old Dominion. They've done a lot better in the air since McCarley's come on as quarterback. Interesting development there, because it's still really a run-first team when you have a good tandem of backs and dual-threat quarterbacks. Running is really the priority still, but the passing game has looked very solid. Receivers are doing great, and here are the last 4 drives. Old Dominion has total 4 drives and scored on every single one of them. 3 touchdowns and a field goal. So far, North Texas has not found a way to really stop Old Dominion's offense. 6 yards for Dixon to open the half. Under center again. McCarley drops straight back. Now he's going to scramble. He's going to look for Brandon Ellison, but he underthrows it, and it's intercepted. And the first time Old Dominion does not score on a drive. Terribly underthrown, although Ellison might have overrun his route a little bit, but certainly you got to put a little more air under that if you want to find Ellison on that play. And it didn't happen. So Tevin Horton gets the ball. Gain of about 8, and North Texas looking to build off that momentum of the interception here. 2nd and 2. Horton again. Look at this tough running. Ends up going backwards, but does get a bit of forward progress, and it's continuing. They're running the ball very well until this point. Kanyaya Anderson, tackle for a loss. His first piece of action today. He's been very quiet. A few guys on the defensive line other than Chad Robinson, sack, have been really quiet. First down yardage again. Doing well. North Texas is doing very well so far. Their offense has picked up some momentum. They were stopped a bit early, but now they've found something. Nick Straps again, the leading receiver for this team, continuing to get it done, and Old Dominion has to find an answer. They got to get some pressure on the quarterback. It's been something that's been lacking, so that they can't get any pressure. Look at this protection. Great job by the offensive line of North Texas. Nobody can get through. 16 yards, and now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to get a touchdown here. Horton on the toss. Well defended. It's only a couple yards there. So 3rd and goal. A huge 3rd down opportunity here for both sides. It's a screen pass. Looks like it's well defended, and Horton pushed out at the 2-yard line. He's not going to get there, and it'll be 4th and goal. What will be the call here? Yes, they're going to bring on the field goal unit. It's a tough angle, and that wasn't the prettiest kick in the world, but you're never going to see one at that angle that's a pretty kick. So, and all that matters is he got it through, and it's a 1-score game now. 24-17 is Old Dominion's lead. Cut down a little bit by North Texas on that drive. Play action for McCarley, and he's going to find Dickens. And he's not down. How did he landed on the defender, gets up and continues to run. No problem there. If you aren't down, then you can keep running. Dixon blown up on the draw play, and again, more struggles than success for David Dixon in the run game of Old Dominion, but the passing game has been where it's at today. McCarley out of the shotgun on 3rd and 9. He's going to put that one right over the defender's head to the big Brady Massey, who's having a big day. 5th catch. 1 touchdown, 75 yards so far. We haven't quite reached the 4th quarter yet, but McCarley still just sitting in the pocket, finds Dickens, who's so quick. He's quick off the ball and gets a nice gain of 13 for the 1st down, and we'll continue the drive here on 2nd down. Hand off to Dixon. He's going to have a nice run here. Finally, Dixon breaks an 11-yard run. That was actually a really nice one. He had a chance to bust that for a touchdown even. McCarley drops back, looking to roll to his left. Nobody catches it on the defensive side, diving in the end zone, and it's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. McCarley gets it done on the ground this time, and 31-17 North Texas. Unless they force a turnover, they can't stop Old Dominion's offense. Just can't do it. Horton gets another 8-yard gain there to end the 3rd quarter. So going into the 4th, North Texas has quite a lot of work ahead of. They just need to find a way to score and then force a turnover or something. Stop Old Dominion from scoring themselves, but Kevon Walker on the option. Gill had no chance. Walker came flying through there, blew it up, and it's 4th down. No chance. Didn't even give him a chance to pitch the ball. So with a little over 6 minutes in the 4th quarter, Old Dominion has a chance to really put this game away. It's 3rd and 9 though. They got to convert, and they do. Philip Dickens again, he's having a good day. Dickens and Massey have done a great job receiving play action for McCarley out of the shotgun. Sits, fires, and it's Brandon Ellison. I haven't really called his name today, but Ellison gets a 19-yard gain and does well there. 2nd and 10 out of the pistol. McCarley's going to fake the handoff on the option, keeps it for about 7. And offense has found a nice groove. Under center, McCarley. 3rd and 3. What's the call going to be? It could be a play action again. Trying to eat some time off the clock as well. Dixon handoff to the left side, does well. It's 7 and it's 1st and goal. Things are looking good for Old Dominion. I mean, the offense has really clicked since McCarley's come in. He's added a whole new element to this offense, and he's going to check down to Harvey Taylor. Good decision there. Didn't want to force the throw into the end zone or anything. Under center again for McCarley. Keeping this drive going. Dixon fighting hard, and he stopped just short. You can tell he was doing everything he could to get into the end zone. 3rd and goal. Silva, is he going to do another quarterback sneak like we saw earlier? No, he's going to hand it off to Dixon. Touchdown. He just stretched it out enough to get into the end zone. Having a rough couple of games, David is, but he does get the touchdown there. It's a reward for his efforts. Defenses have done well so far, actually, to bottle them up lately. Gill has all day to throw, and he's got Lance Ross going down inside the 5 and blown coverage on that play. Leads to a 60-yard gain, and that's just what North Texas needed. They're down by 21. They need a quick score, and that's what they're going to get. Walter Moore. 3rd touchdown pass for Jordan Gill, and it's going to be onside kick time. 38-24 with 2:40 to go. Onside kick time, and not a very good one. Marcus Massey is going to actually get a return on this one. Can he take it? He can't quite stretch it out there, so it's backup time. Garbage time. We're going to run the clock down and get the backups some playing time, some experience. Silva comes back in. Runs a bit of option. Nobody does it quite like he does. McCarley comes in, but he's just going to be handing it off here to Scott Sullivan. Look at this. Look at the great block there by the fullback, Brian Cook. Oh my. Sullivan. Beautifully done. Time ticking. 12 seconds left. I'm going to see if Silva can throw a pass here, but nobody is open at all. Great coverage, and Silva's going to outrun the defense. And another kind of cheap late touchdown. I think it's the 2nd time in a row this has happened now, but backups are in. We're trying to get some playing time, and well, score happens. So a nice little scramble by Silva. That's what he does really well. And the final 45-24. Carly, what a day. 23 of 71. Or 23 of 31. I can't talk anymore. 271 yards. 2 touchdown passes and a rushing touchdown. He's done a great job. Had some rough patches here and there with some interceptions in the past few games, but overall is a sufficient passer. Can get the job done. 74% completion percentage. 1 interception, really the only blemish on the day, but fantastic performance all around. It is North Texas, but we'll take what we can get. Dixon only 3.3 yards to carry, but 4 different players had rushing touchdowns in this game. Dixon, McCarley, Sullivan, Silva. So that's good. The running game really struggled a bit, though. North Texas actually defended the run pretty well. But the passing game was where it was at. Dickens, 7 catches, 87 yards and a touchdown. Massey, 5 for 75 and a touchdown. Privet had 3 for 42. Passing game has gotten a lot better. A lot better. Marcus Massey leads the tackling with 9 total tackles. Defense did had its moments where they were struggling a bit, but overall, you can't complain when you win. Chad Robinson, Lindley sack, no interceptions, but the one turnover was that muffed punt by the returner for North Texas, and that really turned things around. That kicked North Texas kind of out of the game. Jordan Gill, good day. Very similar numbers to McCarley. Yardage, completions, attempts. Had 3 touchdowns. McCarley had 2. But another team that should run the ball more, but they don't. Only 15 carries for Horton. Should have given him the ball more because he did some things when he was given the ball. But then again, I mean, you've got Schraps, Lancaster. You got some good receivers. So, I mean, Ross was a good receiver. 3 different guys with 9 tackles. Their defense sure had their work cut out for them with that offense they had to go up against. But Old Dominion does improve now to 6-1 and still remains undefeated in conference play at 3-0. North Texas will be 1-5. They take their second conference loss. They've yet to win in conference play. Old Dominion extends that win streak to 6 games now after losing the first game to Michigan. 6 games in a row won. And if you look here, 15 of 16 on third down. That's absurd. Only 1 time did Old Dominion not convert a third down and scored all 7 times there in the red zone. That's a heck of a day. You can see Greg Jones had a great visit. 550 points, that's a very good visit. You want high point values in those visits. And we've got 2 commitments. Both wide receivers, Ryan Cutler and Ronaldo Wheeler. Both likely won't end up being starters in their freshman years, but we're going to develop them and they'll be kind of future guys. That's why we recruit ahead for some of these guys. We allow them to develop so that when they are ready to start, they'll be much better and more prepared. Guys, there's a bye week coming up. I'm going to do a separate video for the bye week, cover more recruiting and things like that in depth. We'll get to the players of the week as well, and then we'll move on with the rest of the season. I thank you guys for watching. See you all next time.